Stop trusting people. You heard me correctly. I said stop trusting people. Lauryn Hill once said this in a song. She said, men who lack consciousness will lie to themselves. A friend once said it, and she found it to be true. That every day they lie to God too, so what makes you think that they won't lie to you too? And that quote perfectly sums up why you gotta stop trusting people and start trusting God, because the word of God says that God is not a man that he should lie, which the opposite of that would mean man is not God, so he will lie. The word also says that those who put their hope in God will not be put to shame, which means if you put your hope in man, you will be put to shame. God is the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. And so you will never lose trust in God. Let me tell you a quick story. I'm not a big fan of heights, but I'm also not a big fan of fear. So one time when I was doing a summer camp as a camp counselor, there was an obstacle course. And I wanted to be an example to my students. So I challenged myself to go through the entire course, and this course was 40 feet in the air. Now, I've been to some obstacle courses before, but this one was different from the typical one. You see, on this course, there's one way in and only two ways out. So when you get hooked into the harness, you can only go in one direction, and after you reach the first station, they send someone behind you. What makes this one different is the only way to get out is to either finish the entire course and go out through the exit, or turn around and go back through everything that you've already been through, also making everyone behind you do the same to get out. I did this over 10 years ago, and I've never forgotten all the spiritual components in that, because number one, when we fall, when we turn around, when we go back to our past, we are bringing other people with us, and we're being a negative influence. Also, when we lose hope, when we put trust in the wrong things, when we're not trusting God, we are having to go through all the things we've already been through when we should have already learned from those situations. And finally, in this course, at the beginning part of it, I was holding myself up with my own strength, even though I was strapped into a harness, because I didn't trust the harness. But eventually my body grew tired, and I had no choice but to let go, because the muscles in my arm fatigued and gave out. And for a brief second, as I felt my hand release what I was holding on to, a little fear crept in. But then something amazing happened. The harness caught me, and the harness taught me that the